Yeah. Yeah, man, I do it for the fam. Tryna put food on my table, going ham. PYT says she knows who I am. Browse on Fleek, she'll do it for the gram. Love.
Hello YouTube, this is Project X from Server 7 with a YouTube video. So today's YouTube video is on leveling up and powering up. A lot of people have been asking what's the best way to power up your characters or just to overall level up. Because the higher the level you are, the better things you can get. I'm just going to go through it easy. The first one, which will be the leveling up. There's really, there's not really any secrets to it. You just gotta make sure you do all your daily tasks as much as you can as soon as possible. But there are some daily tasks I suggest you do first. One more thing is that in order to unlock all the daily tasks, you need to be at least level 50 in order to do that. So if you're in a new server, right, and you're not level 50 yet, you won't get all of the daily tasks. But once you do, they'll all be available. First one you probably want to look for every single time you log on is the Space Rebels, right, where you'll fight a boss. Reasons why is because then there's a timer on the boss, and there's not a guaranteed chance that you will able to find to fight a boss, regardless if it's yours or if it's one of your friends in your server that just decided to invite you. Because then, yeah, there's just a timer on it. It's not a guaranteed fact. Like if you try to do the avenge, the coin trail, the Vegeta planet, the Corn's Tower, right? You know, it's not a guaranteed thing. So I suggest you always try to do that one first. Next thing after that is guild boss. Depends on how high of a level your guild boss, your guild mates are, then that will probably be the next best thing. Because then, look at mine. This is my guild, New Worlds of Server 7, right? As you can see, we're pretty high up, you know, in the food chain. Or pretty much will literally destroy a boss, a chapter 6 one in like 2 days, maybe even one, depends on how lucky we are. But yeah, that's another thing. After that, then you could just nitpick on whichever one you want. And then when you do the achievements, right, if you're on a lower level end, they'll give you XP every single time you level up. So that's another way of you getting more XP. Now next is powering up. Now this is a little bit of a leveling up and powering up, but this benefits the powering up a lot more. It's the Warden. The Warden is your foundation. It's your bread and butter. You need this to be as high as it can as soon as possible. If you have the option between this or awakening a character, right, I suggest you do this first and foremost. Because then, say that if you got an awakening character, right, and there's gonna be in the future there are gonna be new characters out, and they're gonna do some changes. So at that point, you know, your character that you had awakening, right, probably not gonna use it if there's a better character out there. So it's best just to have your basic first, and then, you know, you could go fashionize and get all these other stuff. But Warden first, and then also a little bit of a bonus on the leveling up. If you're in one VIP, right, which is like $1, right, and you could get raid tickets, which are these things. Or is it one VIP? Well, I'm not completely sure on that. Don't quote me on that. At least 3. I know 3 for a fact. You can get raid tickets. Right. Okay, yeah. At least 1. You have to be rank 1 in order to get some raid tickets right here. But raid tickets are essentially just you, like, once you get a 3-star on your elites or normal battles, right, on here you could rate it, or at that point you don't have to really fight that person over and over again. So if I wanted a chance of getting something over here, then, you know, I can't. I'm not gonna waste my energy or or what's it called, or time or raid tickets just to do it. I'm just gonna explain to you. If you do an elite, raid, right, you get 150. Right, so that is the ones without the puzzle piece on the very top left here. Okay, so on the ones on the right, you get 150 if you rated all 3 times. So all you have to do for that one is just click on some, and then after that, do the 1 key raid, which I believe at that point you have to be like VIP 3 or something. I'm not completely sure again on that. And then the second part is if you do one of these 10s, right, you get 250. It's 25 per raid, so 25 times 10, 250. For the elite, it was 50, so 50 times 3, 150. Next thing is after that, it's combination. So which group will give you the best combination? But but power doesn't mean like, if you have a higher power, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed win. Let me show you for example. So let me just there we go. So here in my server 5, I mean not server 5, server 7, I am rank 5. Okay, and then watch for this guy right here, K FH. He's a clan member. Yeah, and he's pretty high up there. But let me show you his power. So I'm rank 7, and he's rank 4, and there's about a 600,000 difference, right? Now, if I could show you, let me show you his stats. So I'm at a 45 front and 45 mid, and I have 2 fronts and 3 mids. He has, well, I'm about to just show you. Matter of fact, once I can find him. Where are you? There you are. So as you can see, he's a 3 fronts, 2 mids, and the only big difference is that he has 1 level higher stage than me on both of them. But the main reason why he's like such a big difference in level, right, is because then he has his fever up. He has the people where if they have the combination, he gets a little bit of a bonus increase, and right here for Naruto, another bonus increase right there. And the same for the other characters, they all have their sort of bonus increases. Starting up does help, right? The more stars you have, the higher power you'll get. But yeah, like I said, that's one way just to power up, really. Then after that is just finding. Then after that is just routinely, are you gonna train the guy? Are you gonna awaken him? And if you awaken him, how far are you gonna actually awaken him? Are you gonna just go to stage 5, level 5? I mean, level 5, stage 0, which is just like flat out you just make it, or are you gonna actually go all the way and continue doing it? I don't know if it gives you any bonus or not. Rouge, if you're gonna continue doing that. The way this works is that you times the number of stars by 3, and that's the highest level of Rouge you get. My motto is 3 stars, so 3 times 3 is 9. I'm at 8. I only can do this one more time, and that's it. Or unless I make mine a 4-star, which I'm pretty close. Next thing is also just training, and then after that, sacrificing. Really nothing much. It's quite straightforward. After that is just trial and error. Now, say that if you do get a character that you like, right, and you wanted to use that character and not do the other one and still try to keep the highest power you can possible, then just use the inherent system. So you first, say if you got a new character, right, the first thing you want to do is revive them. So you just you keep them at level 1, just give them 1 to 2 levels and maybe 1 to 2 skills, right, and then revive him. So then after that, you'll pretty much take it back. You'll probably lose a little bit, right? Alright, so this is right there. So, right here, you'll get something back. You'll probably lose a little bit, but hey, at least you could do the inherit. So once after that, then you could just, you know, inherit it and just flip flop them. And yeah. And then if you can, abuse these guys, the gifts. There's only certain ones that are actually good, but if you're close to, if you actually do really need them, then by all means use them. The one that I suggest the most is the VIP 2, which is the 10 energy. Matter of fact, if you can, get a whole bunch of these things, because then they give you 50 energy, and when it's the weekend, right, when you could get that times 2 on every pretty much drop, that could help a lot. You know, I think I have 3 right now saved up. Well, you could get those things are just hunts, right, if you're lucky enough to get it, which is right here, or just in the dark world, right, where they'll be dropped in chests and you could just pick it up there. You know, I guess I don't got any, but yeah, that's it. Or unless you're VIP 2, you know, which is like 5, maybe $6, $7, that you could just, you know, just go out and buy it. I suggest if you do have those 250 diamonds, buy it and then use them on the weekend only. Other than that, that's pretty much it on leveling up, powering up. There's really no secrets. You just gotta continue trial and error to see which squad is best fit for you. Leveling up is quite straightforward. It is gonna be a grind. Like for me to, this probably took me like a week just to do this part, and I'm level 88. And of course, there are those who are 90, 91s. I think the highest is like 92. I'm not completely sure on that, but yeah, it's gonna be a grind. Don't expect to level up. It's easy to get to like level 60, maybe 70. You'll probably get that in 1 month, but after that, it's gonna take a while. Because then there's times where you're just not gonna be able to finish all of the daily tasks, and people are gonna get stronger, of course, and you're gonna have to fight for them, and blah blah blah, etc., etc., etc. I'm not gonna rant about it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Project X, and I'm out.